whiskey tears on Sunday, falling slow as rain. The church bells keep on ringing, but they don't ease the pain. The coffee's cold beside me, like the words I never said. Your picture's on the table, right where you used to lay your head. The morning sun comes crawling through the curtains thin and gray, but it don't bring no mercy since you walked away. Your Bible's still wide open on the verse you love the most, and I still say your name sometimes like I'm talking to a ghost. The porch swing keeps on moving when the wind comes through the pine, and for a second I believe your hand is reaching out for mine. I got whiskey tears on Sunday and memories on the floor, a heart that keeps on asking what you don't answer anymore. I wear your goodbye softly, like a coat I can't take off. Still loving what I lost, still paying what it cost, while the world goes on like nothing ever changed. I got whiskey tears on Sunday, falling slow as rain. There's a dress still in the closet, faded blue and smelling sweet, and a pair of worn out slippers by the bed where you'd rest your feet. I tried to move the shadows, tried to sweep away the past, but some goodbyes are made of stone and some old loves last. The preacher says forgiveness is the road to being free, but I don't blame you, darling, I blame the fool in me. I should have held you closer when your heart began to go. Now I learn from empty rooms what pride refused to know. I got whiskey tears on Sunday and memories on the floor, a heart that keeps on asking what you don't answer anymore. I wear your goodbye softly, like a coat I can't take off, still loving what I lost, still paying what it cost, while the world goes on like nothing ever changed. I got whiskey tears on Sunday, falling slow as rain. Maybe heaven heard the prayers I never learned to pray. Maybe you found peace somewhere I couldn't make you stay. But every lonely Sunday, when the hymns begin to rise, I taste the truth like whiskey, and I see you when I close my eyes. I got whiskey tears on Sunday and your memory in my hands, trying to be a better man than the one who couldn't understand. I won't curse the love we had, I won't call you leaving wrong. You were the sweetest chapter in a sad old tears on Sunday beneath a sky of gray. I still love you quietly in the old familiar way. The house still knows your name. It whispers when it rains. Every room remembers you. And I can't do the same. That front door still complains at night, like it's waiting for your key. The hallway light keeps burning low, like you're coming home to me. Coffee cup is on the shelf, right where it used to be. I tried to turn it backwards, but it turned my heart on me. The curtains move like Sunday dress, dancing in the breeze. And every shadow on the wall still looks like you to me. The house still knows your name. It calls you through the rain. The kitchen holds your laughter. The bedroom keeps the pain. I can change the locks, move the chairs, take your picture from the frame, but I can't teach these old walls to forget you came. No, I can't teach this lonely house to stop saying your name. Your old blue coat is hanging there like winter never left, and I still hear your footsteps in the silence of each step. The radio plays softly that song you used to love. I turn it off, but somehow it keeps playing in my blood. The table's set for one now, but my heart still counts to two. And I keep talking to the empty chair like it might answer too. The house still knows your name. It calls you through the rain. The kitchen holds your laughter. The bedroom keeps the pain. I can change the locks, move the chairs, take your picture from the frame, but I can't teach these old walls forget you came. No, I can't teach this lonely house to stop saying your name. Maybe time will paint these walls a color less like grief. Maybe spring will find the porch and bring a little peace. But tonight the wind is crying through the cracks beneath the door, and this house keeps asking questions I can't answer anymore. The house still knows your name. It holds on through the rain. The floorboards sing your memory. The windows wear your pain. I can sell this place tomorrow, drive away and never claim that a man can lose a woman, but the walls still keep the flame. No, I can't leave this house behind me, but it'll still know your name. The house still knows your name. Soft and sad and true. And every time the night gets cold, it sounds a lot like you. I loved you longer than I should, held on harder than I could. You were already gone, but my heart never understood. I saw the leaving in your eyes long before you packed your clothes. But a man can lie to his own heart when it's scared to let love go. You stopped singing in the kitchen, stopped dancing down the hall, and I kept blaming tired days when it was me you didn't want at all. I bought you yellow roses, left them by the bedroom door, but flowers can't bring back a love that don't live there anymore. I loved you longer than I should, stayed when leaving would have done me good. I kept a fire burning in a house made out of wood. You gave me every silence, I called it misunderstood. I loved you with my whole heart longer than I should. friends would ask me how you were, I'd smile and say she's fine. But I could hear the truth at night, between your breathing and mine. You turn your back toward the window, I'd stare up at the ceiling fan, trying to find the moment I stopped being your man. There's no thunder in some heartbreaks, no slamming of the door, just two people sitting close who ain't close anymore. I loved you longer than I should, stayed when leaving would have done me good. I kept the fire burning in a house made out of wood. You gave me every silence, I called it misunderstood. I loved you with my whole heart, longer than I should. I don't hate you for the leaving, I don't curse the way you changed. Sometimes hearts don't break in anger, sometimes they just fade. But I wish I'd known the difference between hope and holding chains, between fighting for forever and begging love to stay. I loved you longer than I should, but I loved you all I could. I kept praying for a sunrise in a night that never would. Now I'm learning how to let you be a memory, not a wound. But Lord, I loved you deeply, longer than I should. I loved you longer than I should. That's the hardest truth I know. You left me long before you left, I just couldn't let you go. That old highway took you away, past the fields where we used to pray. I watched your taillights fade to gray, and that old highway took you away. There's a two-lane road outside this town where the dust don't ever sleep. It runs past Miller's cotton fields and the church on Willow Creek. I stood there by the mailbox with my boots sunk in the clay, while your Chevy crossed the county line and carried you away. You didn't roll the window down, you didn't wave goodbye, just left me with a gravel road and thunder in the sky. That old highway took you away, left me with words I didn't say, a suitcase full of broken vows, a porch light burning even now. I can blame the wheels, I can blame the rain, I can curse that road deep inside I know the truth today. My pride let go, and that old highway took you away. Every Sunday after service I drive that stretch alone, past the diner where you kissed me, past the place we called our own. The radio plays our favorite song, but it don't sound the same. Even steel guitars get tired of crying out your name. There's a bend beside the river where the sycamores lean low, and every time I pass it, I swear I see you go. That old highway took you away, left me with words I didn't say. A suitcase full of broken vows, a porch light burning even now. I can blame the wheels, I can blame the rain, I can curse that road and call it pain, but deep inside I know the truth today. My pride let go, and that old highway took you away. Maybe roads don't steal nobody, maybe they just show the way. Maybe hearts start leaving quietly long before the leaving day. But I still hate that yellow line for pointing straight from me to you, 'cause every mile that sets you free left me with nothing I could do. That old highway took you away, past the life we couldn't save. I keep your memory riding shotgun, though your seat is cold and plain. I don't blame you for the leaving, I don't curse you when I pray, but I still feel my whole world break when the evening turns to gray. Some folks lose love in a moment, some lose it day by day. I lost mine where the blacktop ends, when that old highway took you away. That old highway took you away, and I still pass it every day, but no road ever brought you back. No matter how long I stayed.
Mama said hearts don't break quiet, they echo through the years. A man can hide his sorrow, but he can't hide it from his tears. Mama sat beside the window with her Bible in her hands, watching rain fall on the garden like it knew where sorrow lands. I walked in wearing silence, with her picture in my coat. And Mama didn't ask me why. There was shaking in my throat. She poured black coffee in my cup, set it down with gentle grace, then touched my shoulder softly, like she'd read it on my face. Mama said hearts don't break quiet, they cry in little ways, in empty chairs at supper, in sleepless nights and gray Sundays. You can smile for all the neighbors, say you're doing fine, but love that leaves unfinished keeps knocking down the line. Mama said hearts don't break quiet, they whisper through the years. And every man who loses love learns the language of his tears. She said, son, don't curse the woman just because she had to go. Sometimes love can turn to winter, even when you kept it warm. She may have had her reasons, and you may have had your pride, but don't let bitter whiskey build a prison deep inside. I looked down at that old pine floor, same one I crossed at 10, when I thought a broken toy was the worst pain known to men. Mama said hearts don't break quiet, they cry in little ways, in empty chairs at supper, in sleepless nights and gray Sundays. You can smile for all the neighbors, say you're doing fine, but love that leaves unfinished keeps knocking down the line. Mama said hearts don't break quiet, they whisper through the years. And every man who loses love learns the language of his tears. She said one day you'll forgive her, then you'll have to forgive yourself. Don't leave your heart in pieces on some dusty memory shelf. Let the Lord do what time can't, let the night become the dawn, but don't pretend it didn't hurt just to prove that you are strong. Mama said hearts don't break quiet, they sing when no one hears, and old songs on the radio, and names you've held for years. So I let myself remember, I let myself feel pain, then I watch the morning sunlight come softly through the rain. Mama said hearts don't break quiet, but they don't have to die. Sometimes the deepest sorrow is where grace learns how to rise. Mama said hearts don't break quiet, and now I know it's true. Mine still speaks and whispers every time I think of you.
I don't cry like I used to, but that don't mean I'm over you. Some wounds stop bleeding, but they still ache when the night comes through. I don't sit by the window waiting on your headlights anymore. I don't run to the hallway every time the wind hits the door. I moved your picture from the mantle, put my boots where your chair used to be. But there's still a quiet corner where your memory sits with me. The coffee tastes less bitter now, the mornings don't feel so cruel, but some old love stay breathing in the silence of a room. I don't cry like I used to, I don't fall apart at your name. I can hear our old song playing and not drown inside the pain. But I still drive a little slower past the road where we fell through. No, I don't cry like I used to, but I still remember you. I stopped blaming every Sunday for the emptiness it brings. I stopped looking for your shadow in the porch light and the rain. I learned to sleep with silence, learned to wake up on my own, learned a heart can keep on beating even when it feels alone. Folks say time is mercy, and maybe that's half true. It didn't take away the hurting, it just taught me what to do. I don't cry like I used to, I don't fall apart at your name. I can hear our old song playing and not drown inside the pain. But I still drive a little slower past the road where we fell through. No, I don't cry like I used to, but I still remember you. There's peace in letting go
grace and standing tall. I don't need to hate the leaving to admit I lost it all. You were love, you were a lesson, you were fire, you were rain, and every scar you left me made a man out of my pain. I don't cry like I used to, but sometimes my eyes still shine when the moon lays on the highway like a ghost from another time. I can smile at what we were now. I can bless what we went through. No, I don't cry like I used to, but some part of me still loves you. I don't cry like I used to, and maybe that's how healing moves. Not forgetting what was broken, just learning how to live with truth. I don't cry like I used to, but I still feel you now and then. Some loves don't come back home, they just learn to live within.